If you have a lot of income that comes into you that might be bonus income or commission income, and it really throws off your cash flow because one month you might have a lot, the next month you might not have so much, you have to kind of divvy it out to yourself throughout the entirety of the year. Today I'm going to go through a great system that I personally use myself to make this process much, much easier and manageable. It lets me know how much I'm living on, better control my expenses, and actually helps me save more at the same exact time. This episode is going to be super helpful for you. So the first thing that I'm going to go through here is when you think about food shopping, usually you probably go once per week, right? This is what I need for the week. I need some milk, I need some eggs, I need some fruit. Once per week I go. Now think, what if you were only allowed to go shopping once a month or once a quarter? Or once a year? It would make that process so much more difficult, right? You have to get all the food, you have to store it, I can't calculate how much I need, you have to dish it out to yourself during the year. It would make the process much, much more difficult to manage. And this is what a lot of people have to deal with because income money that comes to us through bonuses, a lot of commissions, these variable income sources can make a very difficult situation. So the way that I do it is I use a variable income funnel. That's what I call it. And it is a way to organize your bonuses and your commissions so that money that comes in doesn't automatically go out and you have a better idea what you're living on. So what a lot of people have that have variable income, maybe one month they make $5,000. The next month, maybe they have a great month, they make $10,000. The next month after that, they have a terrible month, they only make $3,000. Every single month they have a different amount of income, yet they have certain expenses that they have to pay every month. So the first month, maybe they only need $5,000 a month, they have exactly what they need. Second month, now they have $10,000. They have way more than they need. Third month, they only make $3,000. They don't have enough. They need to borrow for month 2 to be able to pay month 3. So it can create this difficulty. So what if instead of having these variable incomes all come into your checking account, which is what most people do, whatever money I make comes into my checking account, and my checking account is where I pay the bills, so there's money coming in, money coming out, things going on all over the place, it makes it very difficult to manage. So this is how the funnel works in helping to solve that problem. So if I have one account that's not my checking account, it's a separate account, first receive all the money, so I call it an all income account because it receives all of the commission income. You can have it come in. So first month, 5,000 came in. Second month, 10,000 came in. Third month, 3,000 came in. And now you have your checking account over here. You have your all income account send over the amount that you actually need to the checking account. So it's just like paying yourself a salary. People that get salary income, it's way easier because they get the same amount every month. They can see that it's matching their expenses. They can see how much they're living on because it recurs every month. They're going to the grocery store every week, way more easy to manage. So if you're paying yourself that $5,000 a month automatically, then it's kind of like the same thing, right? You're paying yourself a salary. You're giving yourself $5,000 a month. So the first month, have exactly what you need. Second month, when you send over $5,000, that leaves $5,000 extra in that all income account. It's still there for you. So in month 3, when you only get $3,000 in commission, had a bad month, you have enough in your all income account to cover that difference and still send yourself $5,000. Plus now you know what you're actually living on. If you're like a lot of people, you would have spent $5,000 the first month, spent $10,000 the second month because it was there, and then the third month you probably would have had to use credit cards to bridge the difference. So this way you're helping control your expenses more, just like somebody that has a normal salaried position, you're turning that into a salary for yourself. So $5,000, $5,000, $5,000 in this example, you're covered. If I asked you, hey, what are you living on? You'd say $5,000. That's what I give myself every month, so I know I'm living on that. Before we set up the variable income funnel, you probably, if I ask you how much you're living on, you're like, well, it probably depends on the month. Could be 5, could be 10, could be somewhere in between. You wouldn't really have a great idea because your income would be coming into your checking account and kind of be hard to keep track of what money is coming in, what money is going out. So this is something we've had great success on, something, again, I use personally myself, and it makes the whole process much easier. So my third thing that I said I was going to cover today was how this could actually help you save more money. The great thing about the all income account is it tells you what is extra, right? So I have all this extra money. It's starting to build up, have a couple of good months. At the end of the year, whether it be 12 months, some people like doing it quarterly, but picking a time frame and saying, hey, let me look into my all income account. How much extra is really in there that's kind of built up? Because I'm only taking what I need. So that leaves extra money there. Let's say at the end of the year, I have an extra $10,000, I could say, hey, I'm going to save $7,000 of that, let's say, throw it into an investment account, save more money towards myself that I otherwise probably would have just spent, probably would have just disappeared. I have extra savings, and now I could still, let's say, take $3,000 and go on a vacation or something like that. So it actually allows more people to save more money because they're separating these pieces out. We're taking the variable piece, we're keeping it to the side, and we have the fixed piece coming over to it. So now we're covered for our monthly expenses. We know how much we're living on. And as that income builds up, as that surplus that usually just disappeared on us doesn't disappear on us anymore, now it can build up and we can intentionally make good decisions with that money, save a piece of it, spend a piece of it, do things that we enjoy in life as well, but make sure that we're still paying ourselves. We're working hard for our money. We deserve a cut of it. We deserve to get paid from it. So it makes sense to always make sure you're paying yourself first. So some people, the other adaptation of this, if you get a big, large tax refund, maybe you just get your bonus once during the year, plan in advance where that's going to go to. If you rely on your bonus for your living expenses throughout the year, same thing. Put it in a separate account, pull a fixed amount into your checking account for what you rely on from that bonus for living, leave the rest of that bonus in there. Now you can save more. Now you have more intentionality for what you could do. So take that irregular pay, make it regular, save more, and know what you're living on. If learning about finances is important to you, then click the link at the bottom of this video.